Alright, I got one. What do murder hornets, the appendix, and gender reveal parties have in common? Anyone? Okay, well, they're just about as useful as tits on a nun. Okay? That's your boomer quote for the day, alright? That means they're useless. Where did the so-called gender reveal come from? And how did it get so ridiculously out of hand to the point where couples are looking for bigger, more ostentatious ways to reveal the sex of their unborn child? Like what we see happening in California, alright? That's a direct result from a gender reveal gone really wrong.
And continuing coverage now on the El Dorado fire that's tearing through the San Bernardino National Forest. Tonight, investigators telling us the fire was sparked Saturday morning by someone lighting a pyrotechnic device, a type of firework, during a gender reveal party at a park in Yucaipa. The fire now covering 7,000 acres and is only 5% contained.
An ominous dark cloud of smoke making it almost impossible to see beyond the fire. Evacuated residents packed a Stater Brothers parking lot, many watching anxiously.
Overnight, the firefighters experienced some erratic fire behavior.
And the erratic behavior causing the El Dorado fire to more than double in size in just 24 hours as it wreaks havoc on the San Bernardino National Forest.
What is going on? Okay? And this isn't the first shitty situation brought on by a gender reveal party. In 2017, a man from Arizona, right, an expectant father, shot a bullet into a target that was filled with explosives, and it basically set off the sawmill fire, which burnt around 47,000 acres of land. Okay? 47,000 acres of land. It was a boy, by the way. Okay, he was convicted and found guilty and had to pay $8,188,069 in restitution to all the people who lost their property in that 47,000 acres of land. Now, I get it, okay? Accidents happen. People do stupid things, and stupid things are not a valid reason to like abolish or eliminate an entire celebratory event or whatever you want to call these gender reveal parties. Shit happens all the time, okay? I was at a Super Bowl party at a nightclub in Queens, and the light fixture was this enormous chandelier that was completely entangled by vines and plants and leaves and shrubbery, and the whole thing just caught a fire, okay? From those sparklers, right? The sparklers that you put on in a champagne bottle. You know which ones I'm talking about, right? The ones that the girls or the guys bring out when it's your birthday, or when you overpaid for a very sticky VIP table, most of the time with subpar VIP table service, just saying. Anyways, before we knew it, we had to evacuate the premises because the whole place caught fire. My cousin was looking for her cell phone, and I had to go find her, and whatever. We went down the block, we got pizza, and yeah, nothing really opens up an appetite like almost getting burned to a crispy crisp. What's the point of this story? Oh yeah, shit happens. But that's not the reason I don't fuck with gender reveals. The reason I don't fuck with gender reveals is because I firmly believe that they do nothing but perpetuate outdated and rigid forms of gender belief, stereotypes, and gender roles, okay? They are counterproductive to society's growth and understanding as to what gender is and how culture constructed specific roles and gender norms. And now here come the Ben Shapiros of the internet to let me know how stupid I am to even subscribe to such a theory of empathy and understanding to the trans community or the non-binary community. Are there certain biological qualities that exist based on what your sex at birth is? Yes, of course. Bone structure, strength, certain instinctive behaviors. I'm not contesting that. But why are we applying gender stereotypes to the unborn? Further polarizing people based on social constructs and gender socializations. Gender socialization refers to the learning of certain behaviors and qualities that are deemed appropriate for a particular sex. Boys learn to be boys and girls learn to be girls. Take this for example, okay? Here's an old ass portrait of a very young Marie Antoinette, okay? Look at the ornate gown, all right? It was very prevalent during the 18th century. Note the frill at the elbow and the elaborate ruffles that were called engagons, all right? This ornament was especially popular during... That's not Marie Antoinette, people, okay? It's not. But I had you thinking it was. That's a boy, okay? His Highness King Louis XV to be exact. But gender socialization had you thinking that it could have possibly well been Marie Antoinette, but it wasn't, okay? King Louis XV, okay? Perfect example of the changing norms of gender socialization. Skirts, as a matter of fact, were worn by most of humanity's ancient civilizations, okay? On both sides of the gender divide. Both sides, at the time. We didn't know better. Need I mention the kilt? I dare you to look at this burly lord square in the eye and tell him he's not a man. Sorry about the accent, I tried. And now let's talk about the whole pink and blue bullshit. That's just the most annoying thing. You guys thought I was kidding, but I came here to talk mad shit tonight. Here's an article from an old ass publication called Ernest's Infants Department. It's from June 1918, okay? Bear with me. It reads, "The generally accepted rule is pink for the boys and blue for the girls. The reason is that pink, being a more decided and stronger color, is more suitable for the boy, while blue, which is more delicate and dainty, is prettier for the girl." Interesting, right? It's a little different than what we think today, right? Socially speaking. Okay, according to Joe B. Paoletti, all right, a historian from the University of Maryland, and author of Pink and Blue, telling the girls from the boys in America. Okay, she says today's pink and blue stereotype was established around the 1940s as a result of Americans' preferences as interpreted by manufacturers and marketing and retailers. But that could have gone either way. Like, it really could have. Had they chosen to go down that route of that original 1918 article, maybe today, you know, pink would have been boys and blue would have been girls at these stupid gender reveal parties. Look, the point I'm trying to make here is, who the fuck cares what sex your baby is? I just spat all over the lens. It's your baby, man. Nothing to me is more annoying when I see a group of guys chest bump, okay, and howl like a bunch of beagles when they see a blue slice of cake. Slice of cake, slice of cake. Look, maybe I'm boring, but I just don't see the point in increasing the already extreme polarization between the two sexes. Not to mention perpetuating certain gender socializations. And you know what? Neither is the woman who started the whole gender reveal thing, okay? Her name is Jenna Karvunidis, or Karvunidis. I'm sorry if I'm butchering her name. I'm from a very prevalently Greek area in Queens, so I'm just gonna say Karvunidis. This woman is actually credited with starting the whole gender reveal trend, okay, back in 2008 or 2007. This woman on her Facebook wrote literally, quote, "Stop having these stupid parties. For the love of God, stop burning things down to tell everyone about your kid's penis. No one cares but you." And I could not agree with her more. She actually goes on to say a lot of points with substance, and it's actually worth the read. So if you have a minute, I'm gonna leave a link in the description below. You should definitely check it out. And to all my friends who have had gender reveals, I mean, no offense and no disrespect. This is just how I feel based on my sociological ethics. And to all those who will insist on having gender reveals, just be safe. Don't burn down an entire state, okay, for the sake of having everyone know whether or not your baby has a penis or a vagina. Do something not dangerous. Like have your shit at a Waffle House or something. Pink and blue waffles. You better hope that kid comes out a girl. Peace and nothing but love.